Is your BMR online calculator accurate? For me, no. Not even like close. It was off by about 18 pounds a year. That's kind of huge. So I was getting fitted for an EMS suit, or I now have it, but I was at the time getting fitted for an EMS suit. I was really excited about EMS technology, electromagnetic stimulation technology, but I'm very much a prove it to me type of person. And I wanted to know that it works and worked. And I was just sitting here and I was Googling, like, how do you know? Like, if I, how am I going to know if I gain muscle? And I was Googling and I found out that DEXA scan is the gold standard for body composition. It's a low x-ray. It's a low intensity x-ray. You lay in this machine. They have mobile units. If you live in Los Angeles, Seattle, Tacoma, Austin, Dallas, or San Francisco, they have mobile units that go to a different location every single day. It's $39. And if you use the link in the description, you save $10. But DEXA scans in general, they're not the only place to have them. Lots of places have them. They're just the cheapest. But I needed to get a DEXA scan because I wanted to prove or disprove whether this EMS suit would work, especially because if you look at their website, I am not their typical demographic by like a lot. They're like usually working with athletes and gym bros, not some fat middle-aged white lady from freaking SoCal that is trying to on a weight loss journey. I'm just not the typical demographic. So I don't even know if this suit is going to work on me and go through all of my flubber. I just don't know. Okay. This is the real thoughts. I have no idea if this suit is going to work out. So I needed to have some metrics. So I went and got my first scan done about a month and a half ago. And then I was utilizing the Catalyst suit, and a month went by, and it was about a month-ish went by, and it was time to see if I had actually gotten any weight gain, or not weight gain, muscle gain. Because this whole thing is lean muscle mass. The more lean muscle mass you have, the more calories you burn at rest, the higher your metabolism, the more successful your weight loss journey. And I'm here for it, but you got to prove it to me. And so I'm using the suit. And remember, this is my only metrics this is my only outlet of exercise. I can't do a traditional weightlift. I can't go to the gym and do weightlifting. I have a C6, C7, and C4 impingement in my spine. And I can't do it. The pain is just extraordinary. So I need this suit to work, but I need to have proof that it works because, again, you can't see my muscles because I got a lot of cushion. And so I went down and had the second DEXA scan, and I had gained 6 pounds of muscles in a month, and I was like, holy shit, this suit works.
Okay, so I'm sitting in the parking lot, and I just had my DEXA scan done. Traffic's too bad because it's stupid LA to drive home. I open up my scan, and it says I lost 10.8 pounds of fat, and I gained 6 pounds of muscle in a month. And I don't know if that's good or not. So I Google it, and I asked Google, I was like, is 6 pounds of muscle gain in a month good? And Google says gaining 6 pounds of muscle is highly unlikely unless you're taking performance enhancing drugs. Catalyst, is EMS a performance enhancing drug? I feel like you guys should have told me first. This is something I should be aware of. Rawr.
This is going to change my entire weight loss journey, and I can be like the gym bros. The whole thing is cool, but I'll show you videos on it later. And back to body spec. And so I got my second DEXA scan done, and I was looking at the metabolic rate, and I was like, oh, it went up by 52 calories a day. And my new rate was 1,605. Well, my online calculator that I've been operating on to this point was 1,778. Okay, that's 173 calories a day difference. And if you think that the average person is working on a calorie deficit of 500 calories, 173 calories a day is freaking huge. It's like 33%. And no wonder people are like plateauing because they don't know their actual like rate of loss. And it's not like most of us in this GLP-1 community are huge fitness fanatics and know about all this stuff. A lot of this stuff is new to us. So what does that equivalent to? 173 calories a day times 365 days a year is 63,145 calories per year. If you take that and divide it by the standard thing that 3,500 calories equals 1 pound of weight loss. So 63,145 divided by 3,500 is 18 pounds a year. 18 pounds. It's huge. It's like over a pound a month. And if you take the whole 1 to 2 pounds is slow and sustainable weight loss. If I won't go into that. If 1 to 2 pounds is slow and sustainable weight loss, then over a pound off a freaking month is money down the toilet. If you're self-paying for these GLP-1s, it's $550 for brand and like $400 or $379 for compounds. That's a lot of money down the toilet just because your scan is off or the calculations is off. It just wasn't okay with me. So I have this information. If I have this information, I think it's my job to share this information with you with hard, actual numbers, not thoughts and prayers, even though I give those to you too on your journey. But just as thoughts and prayers, not as science. But so if you have made it this far and you found this information helpful at all, if you could support my little tiny channel by liking and subscribing, I would really appreciate it. I want to bring you as much content as I can. Again, I have lost 70 pounds since January 9th of this year, and we are just ending May. And I think that I have put everything into understanding this, and I'm going to crush it, and I want to watch you crush it too. So I don't know. Can we be like 1999? Like and subscribe, bro.